last tree has been cut down, the last fish been caught, and the last stream poisoned, will we realize we cannot eat money. There are two wolves fighting inside aloe. The Yodaf us, the first one is evil, the second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the old world rejoiced. And you rejoice, it is better to have less thunder. In the mouth and more lightning in the hand. Music to beetle your tongue will make you deaf. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. Music to the neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. There is nothing as eloquent as a rattlesnake's tail. Music. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times, so that if defeated, I will not be ashamed. The bird who is eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. Cherish youth, but trust old ageous wisdom comes only when you stop looking for it and start living the life the Creator intended for you. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace, live peace, and live in peace. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard, whereof the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Our pleasures are shallow, our sorrows are deep. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and breeds disrespect for God and man. Remember that your children are not you, run, but are lent to you by the Creator. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. Ask questions from your heart and you will be answered from the heart. Music. There is no death, only a change of worlds. What is life? It is a flash of firefly in the night. It is a breath of a buffalo in the winter time. It is as the little shadow that runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset. Which quote did you like the most? Share your opinion in the comments. One day you will regret that you did not hear these quotes earlier. Do not lose the opportunity. Watch our next video. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, so lead people, follow them. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Right of the desire to have. When I let go of what I become what I might. Be soft and weak wins over hard and strong. True words are not pleasant. Pleasant words are not true life for thee. Praise of others, and you will become their prisoner. There is nothing softer and more flexible than water, but try to resist it. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Music is so fucking powerful and weirdest when people know a lot. It is difficult to manage them. Nature does not hurry you. Everything is accomplished. Man dies from birth. Knowledge is the treasure and practice is the key to it. Who knows doesn't say who. Speaks doesn't know. He who is satisfied with his lot is rich. Whoever talks a load off and fails. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally, forward in whatever way they like. Victory over others gives strength. Victory over oneself gives fearlessness. Do not seek, otherwise you will lose. See dough, not seek, and you will find. A man dies easily because he has no much will to live. Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is like saying I don't want to. Say your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will be blunt. The one who knows and pretends not Toknow is on top, who without knowledge pretends to be knowledgeable. He is sick care about what other people think, and you will always be their prison. Even a loss can turn into a profitor. Profit can turn into a lost. There is no crime greater than having too many desires. There is no disaster greater than not being content. There is no misfortune greater than being covetous. Be attentive to your thoughts. They are the beginning of actions. You can always rise above those who offend you by forgiving them. The truth is not always beautiful, nor are beautiful words. The truth, you are controlled by the one who makes you angry. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Never say never. because the days go by so fast and nothing stays the same. Gain by losing, lose by gaining. When I free myself from who I become who I can be. Temperance is the first step of virtue, which is the beginning of moral perfection. The snow goose needs not bathe to make itself white, neither need you do anything but bear yourself. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. If you lack faith, then existence does not believe in you. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. Have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you evergreen joy. New beginnings are disguised as painful endings. So the unwilling soul sees what's hidden, and the ever-wanting soul sees only what it wants. Be bent, and you will stay straight. Be empty, and you will remain complete. Be worn out, and you will stay new. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. The whole being knows without learning, sees without looking, and attains without doing. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. People of higher morality do not consider themselves moral, for they have the highest morality. A sage who wants to be above people puts himself below them. Wanting to be ahead of them, he becomes behind what is a good man but a bad man's teacher. What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you are alone for a long time, soon you will accept loneliness. You will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone. Because one believes in oneself, one doesn't try to convince others. Because one is content with oneself, one doesn't need others' approval. Because one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. B, remaining true to yourself without seeking to compare and compete. You will achieve universal respect. A man with outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. A great man clings to the essential and leaves the insignificant all day and long every day. Everything in truth, but you will never rely on laws. If you aren't afraid of dying, there is nothing you can't achieve. Whoever undertaking a business hurries too quickly to achieve a result will die. Nothing he who carefully finishes his work as he began will not fail. True virtue is lost. Good nature appears when good nature is lost. Justice appears when justice is lost. Decency 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 appears when justice is lost. Semblance of truth in the beginning of all disorder. But to recognize your insignificance is empowering. He who knows the measure is satisfied with his position. Sometimes you must yield in order to win, and sometimes maintaining a low place leads you to win. We have collected these quotes from Lao Tzu, which reflect the wisdom of Chinese philosophy, and in our opinion will become immortal rules for only when the last tree has been cut down, the last fish caught, and the last stream poisoned will we understand that money is not something we can eat. There's a saying about 2 wolves fighting inside every person. One of them is evil, filled with anger and greed, while the other is good, full of kindness and love. The question is, which wolf will win? The answer is simple: the one you feed. Whatever side you nurture inside yourself, that side will grow stronger and eventually take control. When you were born, you cried and the world celebrated your arrival. Live your life in a way that when you pass away, the world will mourn your loss while you are at peace. It is better to speak less and act more. Rather than using your words to boast, it's better to show your strength through your actions. Your actions speak louder than anything you can say. The wisdom that we need in life often comes not from accumulating knowledge, but from understanding and living by wisdom. Knowledge is based on the past, but wisdom is what guides us toward a better future. When our enemies become weak, our own strength grows. It's important not to judge others too quickly. Before passing judgment, walk a mile in their shoes, or in their case, their moccasins. This will give you an understanding of their struggles. When people you love are no longer with you, they are not truly gone. They continue to live in your heart and the memories you hold dear. There's a certain power in nature's warning signs. A rattlesnake's tail, for example, speaks loudly when it shakes. It's a simple and clear message. It's better to be honest and poor than to live in dishonesty and wealth. A brave person dies only once, but a coward dies many times because they fear every challenge they face. If you want to grow as a person, make your enemies stronger too. Help them become brave and capable. If you ever face defeat, you won't be ashamed because you know that you fought with honor. A bird that has already eaten cannot fly alongside a bird that is hungry. Similarly, those who have no need will not be able to understand the struggles of those who have much less. Cherish your youth, but remember to trust in the wisdom that old age can bring. Wisdom often comes not when we seek it directly, but when we start living the life that was meant for us. It's true that not every good thing comes from the same source, and not every good experience will bring the happiness you expect. Just as some roots lead to bitter plants, not every situation will give you the result you hope for. Only take what you need and make sure to leave the land as it was when you first arrived. We should be responsible in our use of the earth's resources. It's no longer enough to simply wish for peace. We must actively create it, live it, and show it through our actions. It's in the way we live, day by day, that peace is truly achieved. If we move too far away from nature, we risk losing touch with what is most important in life. Be cautious of those who remain silent, or of the dog that doesn't bark. Sometimes, those who keep to themselves are the ones you need to be careful of because they often hide their true feelings. Our pleasures in life are often short-lived, while our sorrows can run deep. It doesn't take many words to speak the truth. The truth is simple and clear, and it's best told with few words. Do not allow the past to take up too much of your present. Yesterday is gone, and today is the only moment you can truly control. If a person is wise enough, like a serpent, they can afford to be gentle and harmless like a dove. True wisdom allows us to remain calm and peaceful even in difficult situations. Poverty is a heavy burden that restricts us. It causes us to lose humility and respect, not only for others, but also for ourselves. It's important to remember that your children are not yours to keep forever. They are given to you by the Creator, and your role is to guide them, not to own them. They have their own journey to follow. When you walk on the earth, be mindful of every step. The spring is a time of renewal, and Mother Earth is full of life, ready to grow and give. You must tread carefully as she is pregnant with new life. As you go through life, ask questions from your heart, not just your mind. When you seek answers with a sincere heart, you will find that the universe responds with the wisdom you need. This version maintains the essence of the original while simplifying the language and making it easier to understand. It emphasizes the importance of nature, wisdom, and personal growth. It calls for living in harmony with others, acting with kindness, and respecting the world around us. The book calls out nature. Many generations teaching people to take the right path in life. Thanks for watching.